A number of changes have been introduced for this year's Traslacion, or the procession of the Black Nazarene. Apart from starting and finishing earlier than expected, tighter security from the police force also drew different reactions from devotees. PTV's Stephanie Sevillano has more.
Faster and more organized, this was a scenario for another historical year of the most awaited Traslacion for Black Nazarene devotees. In this view, several rows of policemen stood as a moving protect barrier to the carriage bearing the Black Nazarene, dubbed the Antes Wall. Beside them were the children of the Christ Nazarene, Hijos del Nazareno, and other devotees. At the center of the moving and massive crowd was the image of Black Nazarene, which found its way fast out of Carino Grandstand. More and more youths have indicated their appreciation for how the procession went smoothly.
Maganda po. Para mabilis po matapos.
But if some welcomed the change happily, others have expressed dismay. Like Grace, who broke into tears as she frustratingly missed getting close to the andas or the carriage bearing the Black Nazarene.
Wala nga po eh! Kaya nga kami naabutan.
She said it was her first time to run for the image, along with her husband, with prayers and intentions they sought to offer to the Christ Nazarene.
Oo, sobrang ano ko ngayon. Biruin mo, wala kami tulog, nag-antay kami dito kasi wala namang ano. Grabing ginawa nila.
Likewise, 25-year-long devotee Ari said he's not in favor of the new security arrangement for this year's procession.
Sana lang isang taon. Ginanyan niya pa yung ginawa niya sa mga devoto. Puro pulis may hawak na lubid imbis na devoto.
Unfavorable reaction began to pile up for the yearly security format set by authorities. In fact, as early as midnight, they made sure of the Traslacion proceeding smoothly. Policemen lined street barricades along the entire 6-kilometer-long procession route. From Luneta Park all the way to Burgos Avenue and Ayala Boulevard, police personnel lined up early, while others were brought by batches to fill out their route all the way to Quiapo. Throwing in his support, Manila Mayor Moreno also inspected Plaza Miranda to check on the zero policy vendor implementation for the fees. He said that some of the few apprehended were not from Manila.
Kinalulugod namin dahil, well, I think 5 yung nahuli kanina out of thousands. Sabihin, sumunod yung mga mamamayan natin sa lungsod.
The local government eventually decided to buy them all out so they could go home and get out of the way. Meanwhile, medical and disaster and risk response teams were earlier deployed along key points in the procession route. All this to ensure a smooth and trouble-free reenactment of the biggest religious event involving hundreds of thousands of the Catholic faithful in the mega city and beyond who look for redemption, repentance, and renewal in the beginning of the new year. Stephanie Sevillano for The Nation.